Welcome back, everybody, to George's Miniature Cars and the very cool casting from Majorette of the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7. And it's part of the Porsche edition. A very cool casting. Well, let's look at the cars on the back. There are those 6 cars you could get if you were lucky enough to find all those on the peg. And if you look at the bottom, well, you can see this white printed lettering and numbers on the chassis. So the last 2 numbers, 23, so that's copyright 2023. And this was something I found towards the end of 2023 after I stopped making videos. And it's a very cool casting. I absolutely love this. And there was a second version in black. And let's see, wipe that away. Well, it's got an orange interior. It's got these 3 stripes with 911 on the let me get a light here. Well, anyway, so the taillights definitely stand out more on the black car. It's got different wheels than the other version has. This has a Fuchs style wheels that Porsche was known with. And this one is just, well, okay, more of a, almost a Siku-like looking wheel. But as you can see, the colors pop with the turn signals, orange interior. So that's really cool. So, of course, Hot Wheels came up with a version of the Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7, and it's a very cool casting. I absolutely love this. This is part of the 75th anniversary of Porsche. And the first edition actually appeared in white. And this is it here. Now, this was the original color that the Carrera appeared in, I do believe. White with that blue stripe. And we have the tempo work on the back. If we can focus in here. Very nice. Great casting by Matchbox. You know, you have the front, well, turn signals, indicator lights, and the tail lights as part of the window unit. And well, like the orange one, it had chrome rims, but when I took out of the package, because it was sitting in the package this way, the chrome was actually starting to rub off on this side. So what I did with my fingernail, just simply scraped all the chrome off the rims. There's still a little residue there, but I think that absolutely looks beautiful with black rims. Sorry, let's get back to the Majorette casting. Okay, here we have 2, and this is very cool. And so what I want to do when I get 2 of any one die cast I love is you just look it over, make sure that, well, is the tempo work good on all of them? And, well, look at that. Okay, there's a little flaw. Now, I get called out for being too picky, but it's hard to see, but black trim on the corner doesn't match up with the front. So when you have 2, I look for the best looking example, and I want to keep it in the package, and that includes the box itself. Like the corner a little bit bent up, but not too bad. This one's well, this one's better, but anyways, let's look. Well, let's look at this one and open it up. All right, how easy are these to open up? You can just rip the package. Oh, there you go. All right, cool. Pull that out. Pull this blister piece out. And that's really nice. So there you go. Now it's a 2-piece. Oh, well, let's get rid of that one. And let's look at it loose. Well, here's the little card that appears inside. And, well, on the front, it just shows you a picture of the car. And then on the back, well, you get the stats for the vehicle. And it's in European terms. and torque is 255 Newton meters. Now, I'm not exactly sure what those are, and it doesn't mean as much, or I don't know. But anyways, there's the rest of the information, and now we have the very cool die cast. And we have an opening hatch on the back, hatch, engine cover. We got nice tampo work, and so let's compare it to the Hot Wheels. Yeah, they did a nice job, although the 75th anniversary is on this one. And then we got the tampered in taillights. And you got a lot more details picked out in tampos there. So very nice. Now nothing opens on that, but you get the opening hood, opening engine cover. Oh, let me go. With gloves is not so easy, but it's unpainted. So the hood gets put on, the engine cover lid, the ducktail spoiler gets put on, and then it gets painted. And so the engine has no paint on it, which is fine. And you get suspension. And if you look, you can see the wire in there for the suspension that hooks up the front and back. Now, some people don't care for the suspension on these because it makes the car look like it sits up too high, but I don't think that's a problem, so hang on. Okay, I'll just hold in my hand, and then up close you can see it's got nicely done tampos. It has lensed headlights, which is one single piece. It's not part of the headlight or the window unit. And then, well, there's the engine. Now, what's really cool about this is there's only one rivet, so you can drill that out, and you can customize it any way you want. And speaking of which, you know, like you can go full bore on customizing these, or you can just kind of play with it. And that's what I've done here, is I actually drilled it out, took it apart, and then I thought I'll put some Hot Wheel wheels on it. And well, if you look at the mold lines, let's put that over here. There's a mold line right there across the front lid. And so I thought, okay, well, I had one loose and it fell on the floor a few times and it got chip paint, you know, on the corners. And I thought, okay, well, let's just, well, before I strip it down and redo it, let's just take like a fine line Sharpie and do the door lines. And I think door lines really made a difference. And then I had some Hot Wheel wheels that I took off. Another vehicle that I put some Real Riders on. You know, you can get a set of Real Riders from Mattel or from Hot Wheels. And okay, well, let's have a better look on the ground here. All right, here we have my customized version. As you see, stock version, still has springs. Very cool. And then, well, the Hot Wheels version, or the Hot Wheel wheels swap version. Well, the front, it still has front springs. Oh, hang on. Still has springs, but I gotta modify the rears. But I thought, okay, this is cool. You know, let's just have fun with it. Use some Sharpies, color it in like a outlaw Porsche. And I think, wow, that looks so much cooler. Definitely you change the suspension and you make it look a lot different. Suspension and wheels make the whole change in the car, the way that it looks, and with the lowered front suspension. There you go. I love this casting. I love the Porsche. And Hot Wheels did a great job. Now, Majorette, of course, that cost, what, $6, whereas this only costs a couple bucks at Walmart. So either way, you get a very cool looking Porsche, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and please subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and I'll catch you in the next one.